committed an offence by flying within a certain distance of the building.
What offence is that?
Land that now.
No, I don't need to land it at all. It's under 250 grams, so that
no, you
doesn't apply.
It's
a toy. It's a toy. I'm 100% sure it's not a crime.
And you're flying it over people as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that
I can fly it as close as I like. It's not an offence.
So
arrest me then.
You can arrest them.
Alright, arrest me then.
Welcome back to Operation Audit, the channel dedicated to exposing police misconduct and promoting accountability wherever public officials overstep their authority. Today's footage comes from Coley Burks, and you'll find a link to their channel in the description below. In this case, Coley is operating his drone over a Hampshire Constabulary site when officers approach him on 3 separate occasions, with each encounter bringing a new attempt to challenge what he is doing. What makes the situation interesting is that the issue quickly moves beyond the drone itself. Officers make increasingly confident claims about what Coley can and cannot do, but when challenged to explain the legal basis for those claims, the answers become far less certain. At one point, the situation even escalates toward the possibility of arrest when Coley refuses to stop simply because he is being told to. Rather than backing down, however, he continues asking the officers to explain exactly what law gives them the authority to interfere with his flight. 3 separate approaches, 3 chances for the officers to establish their position, and a situation that ultimately puts their understanding of the rules under much closer scrutiny.
Excuse me?
Why are you flying the drone in our backyard?
So who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Okay.
And you're flying the drone?
Yeah.
In the backyard? It's over there?
Oh yeah, you can see it, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Just wanted to do it.
You wanted to do it?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea, flying it in a police station?
It's a nice day for it.
It is a nice day for it, but why are you doing it in our backyard?
Just wanted to do it. Is that okay?
Well, not really, no. You okay bringing it back?
No, it's going to stay up.
It's going to stay up, is it?
Yeah.
Why is it going to do that then?
Because I can do it. There's no law that stops me doing it.
Flying it over private property.
Yeah, there's no law that prohibits me doing that.
Well, there is.
Which law?
Flying it over private proproperty. I think it's a really good idea, flying it over secure.
Don't worry,
I know you're
careful.
Me and you're probably going to see this on YouTube or whatever.
Why would you say that?
Well, because as soon as I walked up, you turn on your little camera there.
Yeah, for my protection and your protection.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can do for you? Why? It's not a crime. I would expect you to arrest me if you thought it was a crime.
Right from the outset, this officer appears to treat the main issue as the drone passing over the station's privately owned land, repeatedly insisting that a law prevents the flight without actually identifying which law he is referring to. But ownership of the land below does not automatically mean the airspace above it is off limits. The CAA treats the space above land as airspace, regardless of who owns the ground underneath. While permission from a landowner can be relevant when someone wants to launch or land a drone from private property, operating through the air above that land is governed by aviation regulations, applicable airspace restrictions, and the specific rules covering the drone's operation. So if the officer believes Coley's flight is unlawful, the important question is not whether the station owns the land. He needs to point to the actual restriction that he says applies, rather than repeatedly referring to private property as though ownership alone creates a rule banning the flight.
Excuse me? I'm just being irritating to get a reaction. You see that? Yeah.
Is there a reason you're flying a drone in the car park?
Sorry, say that again?
I said, is there a reason you've got your drone in the car park?
Who are you?
I'm a police officer that works here.
Oh, okay.
Can you remove the drone from the car park, please? It's private property.
Oh. Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the issue?
It's private property. You shouldn't have a drone flying.
The airspace isn't private.
What?
Would you mind identifying yourself properly? Like, you just showed me a thing. Yeah, what's your name, collar number?
Well, my collar number's on there, my name's on there.
It's not very professional, is it?
Okay, I'm a detective constable, Sophie Crathon, 27657.
Okay.
He's committing an offence by
Yeah.
flying it within a certain distance of the building.
What offence
You
is
need to
that?
land that now.
No, I don't need to land it at all.
You do.
It's under 250 grams, so that
No, you
doesn't apply.
flying within a
It's
certain...
a toy.
No,
It's a toy.
not.
I'm
You need to
100% sure it's
fly
not a
over-
crime.
And you're flying it over people as well.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah, so that-
I can fly it as close as I like. It's not an offence.
So you
Arrest me
You
then.
can arrest them.
Alright, arrest me then.
As the first officer leaves without establishing any legal basis for stopping the flight, he adds one final remark, telling Coley that he is simply trying to be irritating and get a reaction. At that point, the discussion shifts away from the actual issue and becomes noticeably more personal. Soon afterwards, two more officers approach and repeat the same basic argument, telling Coley that the drone needs to come down because it is being flown over police property. Yet once again, no specific aviation rule is identified to support that position. The next officer takes a different approach altogether and immediately claims Coley is committing an offense by operating the drone too close to a building, ordering him to land it. But there is an important detail the officer appears not to have established before making that claim. Coley's drone weighs less than 250 grams. Under the CAA's open category rules, drones below that weight threshold are subject to fewer separation restrictions and can generally be operated closer to people and buildings than larger drones.
It's definitely not an offence. It's under 250 grams. I don't need to prove anything.
No,
I don't need to prove my innocence.
Remove it, not prove it.
No, I'm not going to remove it. No. And it's not an offence, by the way. So I would make sure you're 100% clear on the legislation
Okay,
before.
would you like me to go speak to my management then?
You do whatever you want to do.
We'll go speak to my
Enjoy.
management then.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
Okay, apparently you've been flying a drone
Yeah,
within the perimeter.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
why have you been doing that?
Just a nice day for it.
Okay,
Would you mind identifying yourself, please?
well, I'm a police officer.
Okay. Would you mind identifying yourself?
Yeah, I'm Sergeant White from Daisy Cell Custody.
Okay.
This is Inspector Clancy.
Hello.
Okay, where's the drone at the moment?
Can you leave me alone? I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, I'm not going to leave you alone. Because
Why?
at the moment I want to know what you're doing. And I'd
You
like
don't need to know
whether
anything.
or not you've got, whether you've got. Oh, there it is. Whether you've got a license for that.
I don't need a license.
Are you certain about that?
I'm 100% sure. It's a toy.
The officer then shifts the focus to Coley flying over people, but once again, the specific rules matter. Because the drone weighs under 250 grams, it can be operated over uninvolved individuals within the A1 category, although flying directly over a crowd remains prohibited. That distinction creates another problem for the officer's argument once the actual regulations are considered. Rather than establishing whether Coley's flight falls within those rules, he turns toward his colleagues and begins discussing the possibility of arrest, without first explaining what specific offense he believes Coley has committed. He then walks away, leaving the situation for the other officers to deal with. Eventually, a sergeant and an inspector arrive, but instead of resolving the earlier points, they begin questioning Coley all over again, this time focusing on whether he has a license. But that isn't quite how the requirements work either. The CAA does not issue one universal license covering every drone operation. Depending on factors such as the drone's weight and whether it has a camera, the relevant requirements can include a flyer ID and an operator ID. Once again, Coley finds himself having to explain the rules to the officers who are threatening to enforce them.
I don't need to explain anything to you, to be fair.
Okay, well,
I don't need to prove my innocence. Am I being detained because I'm going to go?
I'm not asking you to prove your innocence. I'm asking you.
Alright, well, I don't need to answer any questions, do I?
Flying a drone within police premises.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can do that, can you?
Yeah,
Are you absolutely certain about
100%.
that? Okay.
If you don't really know what you're talking about, you shouldn't be coming here like trying to give directives and stuff.
I'm not giving directives, am I?
No, but some other women and that were trying to tell me to land it and stuff.
Sorry?
Other lady was trying to tell me to land it and stuff.
Right, well, I haven't told you to land it, so I haven't given you any directives.
Alright, I don't need to answer any more questions.
Okay, well, then you can leave then, can't you?
I don't need to leave. I'll put a battery and it's going to go back up.
Okay.
Would you mind not like standing around? Like,
It's I'm on
public
police
place.
premises. If I want to stand here, I'll stand here.
okay.
Same as you're telling me you've got a right to be here. I've got a right to be here, haven't I? I work here.
Just a bit odd, isn't it?
What, is it a bit odd flying a drone within the rear premises of the police station? Yes, it is. Why do you not think
my
that
free
would
will.
attract our attention?
It's my free will.
Is it?
You don't have any jurisdiction unless you...
Coley cuts through the confusion and makes his position clear. He is not required to prove that he is acting lawfully simply because the officers have not established that an offense has actually taken place. If the police intend to stop what he is doing or restrict his actions, they need to identify the legal power they are relying on and the grounds for using it. Coley then puts the key question directly to them: is he being detained? Instead of providing a clear response, the officers leave the question unanswered, making it difficult to establish exactly what legal position Coley is supposedly in. The situation becomes even more contradictory when one officer says he is not issuing Coley any instructions, only to immediately tell him that he has to leave. Those two positions do not sit comfortably together. If the officer is giving a lawful direction, then the authority behind that direction needs to be established. If it is merely a request, Coley is not automatically required to comply with it. A police uniform does not create powers that the law itself does not provide. If officers intend to require someone to stop an otherwise lawful activity and leave an area, they need a clear legal basis for doing so, not simply their own belief that the person should comply.
Suspect the offence has been committed.
And you don't have any directions to make me leave, do you?
Well, I'm not asking you to leave, I'm just saying that there might be a better use of your time.
You disagree with that?
I'm not committing an offence, so
Okay.
tax money's been spent on you. Yeah, I'm very confident. It's about to go back up now.
Yeah, okay.
You can watch me do it.
I wonder what you do it.
Yeah, it films, yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah. You might want to stand back.
This is it.
Yeah.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map. Altitude zone reached.
What else is it? I'm not sure what the rules are.
I don't.
I know that you can't fly them like near planes and stuff like that. Is that right?
This isn't a restricted airspace.
I didn't know about airspaces, to be honest with you, restrictions.
Neither would I.
No.
Okay, well, until you know, let's have a chat then, yeah?
Okay.
Sound good? Happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
No, I'm not happy just leaving
Why?
standing there at the moment.
What can I possibly do with the drone?
Well, you could go down low, you could film the registration numbers of staff.
I could do that with my phone as well, and I can legally do that too. What's to stop me walking around there filming the
I'm not
veg?
taking
The
your
reg.
word for that at the moment. Until I know for a fact that what you're telling me is correct, I'm just walk off and take your word for it.
So what you gonna do? Just watch me fly a
I'm
drone?
just going to stand there at the moment.
All right, you enjoy.
The sergeant then pushes back on Coley's suggestion that his time could be better spent elsewhere, effectively defending the decision to remain there, debating a drone flight that the officers still have not demonstrated to be unlawful. Coley therefore argues that the prolonged confrontation is simply an unnecessary use of public resources. The situation becomes even more revealing when both the inspector and the sergeant acknowledge that they do not actually know whether the airspace in question is subject to any restriction. That is a significant admission from senior officers who are attempting to challenge the flight. If they cannot establish whether a restriction exists, they cannot reasonably present that restriction as though it is already confirmed. The sergeant then introduces another objection, claiming that vehicle registration plates are being captured by the drone. But the fact that a number plate is visible in a public place does not suddenly make it private or protected information simply because it has been recorded from above. Registration plates are routinely captured by CCTV systems, dashboard cameras, and other recording equipment every day.
Stand around. Just gonna stand around, yeah?
Yeah, same as you.
It's not very good use of your time, is it? Really?
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
You'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Not a taxpayer can't be the judge
Well,
of
I
that.
pay taxes as well.
You don't pay tax.
I don't pay
You
tax.
pay tax on tax.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't pay tax. Okay.
not in the same way.
Not in the same way. So I don't get taxed on my earnings the same as you do.
You do, but you pay tax on a tax. So it doesn't really make sense.
Talking about I pay tax on a tax. I pay tax the same as you do. I pay income tax. How is that different from what you pay tax on?
Because my salary isn't paid for by taxpayers.
Okay. Why does that make it different?
Oh, you're right, it doesn't. I shouldn't have said anything. So Sergeant, I'm gonna be real, like there's not really a lot that you can do. So I've done my research.
I haven't said that you can't fly it.
It's just a bit odd, like why are you just standing around?
Would
like,
you not think it's... What would you think if we came to a police station and started filming within a police station? Do you not think it would be a little bit odd if the officers didn't come out and say, what are you doing?
Alright, well you've asked. There's nothing that you can do about it. So what are you going to stand here and watch me do? Like,
because I want to at the moment, because I'm interested to know what you're doing. Now,
what does it look like? What does it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're up to no good, that you're filming
No.
the police station. It's not the sort of thing that people do on a daily basis, is it?
Oh,
Is it?
there's a first time for everything.
Absolutely. Is there somebody coming up?
No, I think we're just going to let the gent carry on, mate, to be honest with you.
Unfortunately.
I'm not au fait with all the
Neither am I.
airspace stuff, but I think you can fly a drone around if you want to.
Thank you very much, Inspector.
So I think we should just leave it at that.
Take the orders.
This is a good turn. No order. I think, to be honest with you.
Well, he wants to stand around, so if it's not an order, then...
I'm really interested in what you're doing.
Alright, well me and the sergeant will just stand around. If you want to go about your day, then you're more than welcome to.
I suggest we go back.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Alright, take care guys.
The sergeant eventually insists that he never actually told Coley that he was prohibited from flying the drone, which naturally raises the question of what the entire confrontation was supposed to achieve. Coley had already explained what he was doing, provided the relevant details about the drone's weight, and responded to each restriction the officers attempted to raise. Yet the sergeant remained there looking for some basis to intervene. Eventually, he appears to reveal the real motivation behind the continued questioning. He simply believes Coley may be up to no good. But suspicion alone does not give the police unlimited authority. Any police power being exercised still has to meet the relevant legal requirements. Then the inspector finally reaches the conclusion that could have ended the encounter much earlier. There is nothing they can do. That is quite an outcome after multiple officers had raised private property, proximity to buildings, flying over people, licensing requirements, and even the possibility of arrest. In the end, all three encounters follow essentially the same pattern. Officers approach with confidence. Coley challenges them to establish the legal basis for what they are saying, and eventually they walk away while the drone remains in the air. No arrest takes place, no officer identifies a lawful power requiring the drone to land, and the restriction they spent so much time searching for is never produced. Coley did not need the officer's permission to continue what he was doing. If they wanted to stop him, it was their responsibility to establish the legal authority to do so. After sending officer after officer outside to challenge the flight, that authority was never established. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure you like the video, share it, and subscribe to support the channel and keep police accountability and public rights in the spotlight. And I'll see you in the next one.